Welcome to Global Nature News, your reliable source for the latest updates from the natural world. Tonight we bring you news from Lake Samsara in the Karanji region. This is where the Homo piscis, the fish with human-like faces, was first discovered. Scientists have been conducting catch, tag, and release studies to better understand these unique creatures. And now there are whispers of another mysterious aquatic life form in the lake. While details are still emerging, we promise to keep reporting as we uncover more. These discoveries, however, have led to conflicts. Poachers and locals concerned about their livelihoods clash with scientists over the lake's resources. Tensions have escalated, resulting in civil unrest and property damage. In light of these events, it is crucial to emphasize the importance of conservation. The unique biodiversity of Lake Samsara must be protected. We all have a role to play in preserving these remarkable creatures and their delicate ecosystem. Stay tuned to Global Nature News as we continue to explore the mysteries of Lake Samsara and the conflicts surrounding it. We promise to bring you the truth no matter how complex the situation. Thank you for joining us. Remember to stay curious and informed. Good night.
Now, yes, I know that this is a fake story. So before anybody says it, I know it's a fake story. I know that those faces on those fish are AI generated. But I just thought that it was ingenious if you notice that it is Lake Samsara. Now, about almost a year ago, maybe during the summer, last summer, we did a live talking about the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And if you was a part of that live, you were probably sitting there saying that Lake Samsara. Why does that sound familiar? Because of the term samsara. In the Tibetan Book of the Dead, samsara is the process to which everybody goes through when they die. This is a Buddhist teaching from Tibet. But the process of samsara is that when you die, you first have the opportunity to enter the light. But for those who become afraid to enter the light, those who aren't prepared, haven't reached that Buddha mind, as they would put it, or as I would say, a higher consciousness, that alchemical mindset. Those who haven't reached that, the next thing that they will face is a bunch of demons and terrors and things of that nature, not realizing that these are merely things that you created in your own mind. This is why I agree with them in the fact that when you leave this planet, if you experience horrors, or those who have near-death experience and they say they went to hell, it is because the subconscious mind brings about all that you are afraid of. This is why in Hermetic Alchemy we've worked on not being fearful, not living fearful, not being afraid of anything. Because if you cannot recognize that the demons that they have in samsara are of your own mental creation, then you can stay trapped there for a very, very, very long time. And then once you do realize it, if you realize it fully, you'll still have an opportunity to enter the light, to go to a higher consciousness. But after coming out of that, there will be other lights, according to Samsara, Tibetan Buddhism. And those other lights will be other wombs that you can come through. I like to think that those other wombs are human wombs, because the mind is too complex to come back as a blade of grass or a tree or anything like that. Your consciousness is too complex, and it would go against the divine paradox if you came back as a butterfly or a rabbit or anything other than another fully conscious being. And let me explain what the divine paradox is. The divine paradox is that the all is in that all are, I'm messing it up. Basically, it is the all is in all, but all are not the all. Meaning that the super complexity of the mind of the all is in everything around us. But everything around us is not the all, because a blade of grass would then know that it is the all. A tree would know it is the all. This is why the Bible doesn't make sense, because if Jesus was God, then he would have always known that he is God, because the all can never be less than what it is. So in samsara, when it says that you can, or in Buddhism, when it says you can come back as a cow or a dog or something like that, no. Your mental consciousness, well, can't say the consciousness is just mental, but your consciousness is too complex to come back as a dog, because you would then know that you used to be a human being. So we know dogs do not know that they are human beings. We know that trees do not know that they are human beings, just the way a tree does not know it is the all, because it's not the all, but it is of the all. But in Samsara, you can come back. And this would suggest that at Lake Samsara, these people have come back as fish with human faces. And when you look at the video, you can clearly see that it's CGI. That is AI technology that created these things. But I just wanted to see how many of the people who follow me, who have heard me talk about Samsara, would have automatically clued in on, hey, I know what they're using to create this story. And it's a fascinating story. It's fascinating. I give applause to whoever created it, because I'm sure they created it for entertainment purposes only. And we're not trying to say that this was a real thing in a real place and real fish face, well, human face fish. So, but let's do keep in mind that the importance of raising your consciousness to live your life now without fear, without shame, without guilt, full of just love and understanding how all things are connected, and being truthful to yourself as to who you are. Because if you're trapped in a religion, you are in no way truthful to yourself as to who you are. And then being able to release all these earthly connections, because in samsara, the reason why people come back, one of the reasons, is because they're ruled by one of those other forces. But the main one, other than fear, that they're fear and guilt that they're ruled by, is not being able to let go of this earthly existence, this earthly attachments. So you have to be able to let go of your earthly attachments. It's the last stage to raising your consciousness and opening your crown chakra. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.